Hey everyone. So we're going to be doing a project today. That's what we're doing today. We are painting the basement. It's long overdue. We've been living here for actually tomorrow makes 4 years living here. So it's time to paint this basement because I'm tired of looking at these walls just plain like this. So this wall that's right here behind me, that's going to be like a board and batten wall. And I'm painting it navy blue. And then the rest of the wall, my husband wanted white. So I got a pure ultra white bare, ultra pure white, whichever way. But let's get started. I want to start by giving an important tip. Always begin by cleaning your walls thoroughly before you begin to paint. So I'm cleaning the wall with soap and water, and then I'm going to let it dry. A mixture of soap and water does wonders. Here's a stud finder, and it's very important to use when you want to nail anything in the wall. Always have to make sure when you're putting the nail in the wall, you're hitting the stud and not wires, okay? So this is important. I'm gonna show you how it works. So this is a stud here. Here's another stud here. The time you want to create a border to prepare for framing your accent wall. And this is very important because you want to define the area and set the stage for a polished look. I'm using my painter's tape to help me mark the spot where I want my frame to be. And you want to take your time with this step to ensure that the dimensions are just right for what you're going for. When I locate the stud, I make sure to mark the spot as well. Then I'm going to put some tape on it. This helps me visualize my design and ensure the correct placement when it's time for me to nail the wood into the wall. I'm going to speed it up a bit and fast forward through some parts since we're repeating the same steps. Now that my border is complete, it's time for the fun part, framing. I've already measured and marked the spot for our frame. I'm placing the wood piece along the border, using my level to ensure that each piece is straight and will give a professional look. And you want to take your time with this step. This is my first time ever doing an accent wood wall, and I'm actually enjoyed this project, and I can't wait to do many more projects in my home. Remember to wear goggles when working with the nail gun. So I'm using my nail gun to secure the nails into the wood. Make sure to align the nail gun with each piece, ensuring the nails go in straight and is secured. Look at your honey using that gun. Yeah. Yeah. I pre-cut all the wood pieces using my DeWalt miter saw To enhance the bond and stability, I'm applying wood glue to the last piece before securing it with the nail gun. I'm adding the last piece of wood to the bottom, making sure it's nice and flush with the rest. Make sure to check the description for a detailed list of everything I've used in this project. Once everything looks good from my view, I'm going to bring out my level once again to confirm that perfect and even finish. Then I will secure the wood in place using a nail gun. I'm using a measuring tape to ensure each piece fits perfectly. And you want to make sure you have accurate measurements to achieve a professional finish. So as I measure, I'm also aligning the wood with the existing pieces. And this helps to ensure that our accent will come together, creating an appealing frame. With everything aligned perfectly, I'm going to use my nail gun, securing the wood to make sure I have a stable and durable frame. I'm measuring the size of the wood that needs to fit into another space. I switched to my cordless circular saw to cut some wood. I ran out of the pre-cut pieces. So I measured and marked the line, and now it's time to make a precise cut. And if you're into DIY, consider getting yourself a cordless circular saw. It's a real game changer. Much easier and time saving compared to running back and forth to the garage for the miter saw. Here is how the framing part is looking, and I am satisfied with it, but we are not finished just yet. Let me know what you guys think, how I did, down in the comment section below. The next step is to fill in the holes. I'm going to use decks to fill in any gaps between the wood. I'm applying it with my finger, and then I'm going to let it sit. Next, I'm going to use my mini sander and smooth out the deck's wood filler. I got the mini sanders from Amazon, which I will be leaving in the description. I'm going to continue to fill in each space on the wood. We're approaching the final stages of framing our accent wall. The next step is to caulk around the frame. I'm using DAP Alex Fast Dry to apply around the frame. And caulking around the frame is key. It gives a professional look and it fills in any gaps and creates a smooth transition between the wall and the frame. After applying the caulk, make sure you smooth it out using your finger and a rag. It's the little touches that will help make a big difference in achieving a professional finished look for your accent wall. Now it's time to prep for the paint. I'm using my painting tape and carefully taping up the edges for a clean look. You want to make sure you cover your floor, furniture, or anything you have in your area to avoid any splatters. So I'm just going to continue to taping off the edges. The color choice I've chosen for this project is Bare Inked. It's a pretty navy blue color and I love it. Grab your paint brushes because it's painting time. I'm starting at the top and hitting those corners first. I'm going to work my way down now, keeping that paintbrush flowing nice and smoothly. And as you can see, I'm not rushing at all. I'm taking my time applying the paint. And here's a quick tip for you. When you're painting, make sure not to put on too much paint at once, because we don't want any waterfalls. We want everything to be smooth and even coats. I'm still working through those corners, making sure they're all covered before I move into the center of the walls. And I will be using my rollers for that part. Here's a little close-up of how I'm applying the paint to the corners. I'm not no pro, but just showing you my way of getting a job completed. My roller now. The roller really makes a breeze, covering more ground with each pass. Do not overload the roller with too much paint. We want to make sure we have a light, even apply. Yes, it will need a couple of coats, but the end result will be all worth it. first coat. I'm gonna go back in now with the second coat. Can't wait till this is over. So we're gonna take out the old paintbrushes that we use. It's always important to put them in a Ziploc bag so it can last. I'm just finishing up the final touches for this project. We are almost there. Yes, finally finished with the blue. Now I'm going to be doing the white walls next. Well, finishing up the white walls. This is a double coat. I'm going to get the double coat done. Let me know in the comment section if you guys like how I did the accent wall, and let me know if you even love this navy blue ink color.